All right, welcoming you, my friends, to our practice of Yoga Nidra today. I have brought my Himalayan singing bowls for some assistance to help us further down regulate or relax. So what I would like to do is to just invite you to spend the next little while getting settled, getting yourself into a really comfortable position for this practice, which can be done lying down, it can be done sitting up. And you're just going to kind of take a moment or two to find a way that your body can rest without any distractions. So maybe turning off that cell phone, closing that door, getting that extra blanket, and just beginning to enter the space of Yoga Nidra, the art of conscious relaxation. Beginning to get settled, we're going to start to observe just what it feels like for you right now to breathe. So you're breathing in and you're breathing out without trying to change anything. Breathing in and breathing out and just beginning to arrive. And I want to make sure you know that you are welcome here in whatever state of being you're in. Taking a few more clearing, cleansing breaths, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe you can notice the way the breath moves the body, allowing the belly to fill like a balloon and deflate like a balloon. As we begin to retreat to this relaxing space together, I'll just share that our goals here are really to have no goals at all. To stop doing, to stop pushing, and to just be. Be exactly as you are in whatever state of being you're in. We'll be exploring a beautiful liminal space that we hope to occupy that exists between waking and sleeping. So let's turn our attention for a moment to the sounds in the room all around you. See if you can find the most faraway sound. Maybe there's something going on outside the room or outside your home that you could hear. And shifting that awareness inward a little bit to the sounds in the room around you. Finally, those sounds that might be closest to you, such as the breath, or if you experience tinnitus, that could be something that feels sort of pervasive, but just noticing it. And then coming back and simply bringing all of your attention to the sound of my voice guiding you and the sounds of my bowls here to help you relax into a deeper state. Our goal, aside from having no goals, is to just sort of remain aware to these instructions and trust on some level that we will be receiving them even if we fall into a deeper space. We'll begin by bringing our awareness to that area behind the center of the brows. Just sort of opening up your awareness to the mind space and gazing there without any kind of strain or effort. Looking into the mind space and seeing if there's anything you can notice. Maybe a color or color palette. Maybe a pattern. And allowing that pattern to move and flow. Just noticing. And in the space of the mind, we can begin to scan the phase of life that you're in right now. And that could mean what's happening this week, this day, this year, this chapter. Just scanning the phase of life that you are in these days. And finding something that you need a little support for. Maybe an area or arena of your life that you'd like to improve. Letting the mind discover what this thing is that you need. Letting it percolate up into the mind space. And if nothing comes, that's okay too. We don't want to strive and strain. Now, I would love it if you would attempt, without too much effort, to create an intention that might tie into the area that you need support for. So, for example, if you have a lot of health issues going on right now, you could turn that into a simple positive phrase such as, I am healing. Maybe you're looking for calm. I am calm. I sleep well and wake refreshed. So finding your intention, again allowing it to bubble up in the mind. And then repeating this intention or sankalpa internally. In the mind's eye, you could imagine hearing your own voice repeating these words, what these words would sound like when spoken aloud, doing so on an internal level. kalpa or intention to drift away as if caught on the wind. Just allowing that to flutter away as we take our minds on a little rotation of consciousness around the body. I'll say a body part, and all you do is move your mind there and fill up that body part with your awareness. Starting with the right thumb. Right second finger. Third finger. Fourth and fifth fingers. Center of the right palm. Back of the right hand. Filling up that entire right hand with your awareness. And just letting it be what it is. Looking within the right wrist. Right forearm. Right elbow. Upper arm. And the right shoulder. Filling the entire right arm from the shoulder all the way down to the fingertips. The entire right arm is resting. Very good. And now moving the mind over to the left thumb. Left second finger. Third finger. Fourth and fifth fingers on that left hand. Center of the left palm. Back of the left hand. We're filling up that left hand with the awareness of our minds. The entire left hand doing nothing. Looking within the left wrist. Left forearm. Left elbow. Left upper arm. And the left shoulder. Filling up the entire left arm with your awareness, from the shoulder down to the fingertips. The entire left arm is resting, doing nothing. Very good. let's now move the mind down to the toes. And fill up all 10 toes with your awareness, starting with the big toes, fanning out one by one, attempting to individuate the toes with the mind, filling up each toe with awareness. Moving the awareness, and let it be loving awareness to the soles of both feet. A little appreciation for all of the steps one has walked in one's life. The tops of both feet and the heels of both feet. And just completely filling up both feet with your awareness, bathing the feet in your observation, in your awareness. Looking within both ankles, both shins and calves, and both knees. Both thighs. Really filling up both thighs and now both hips with your awareness. Both hips and buttocks. And now filling up the entire right leg with your awareness from the hip down to the toe. The entire right leg is resting, taking a break. Filling up the entire left leg from the hip down to the toes. The entire left leg is also resting, also taking a break. Both legs, both arms. Doing nothing. And now we'll move the awareness to the belly, allowing the belly to be exactly what it is. We can fill both the lower and upper abdomen with awareness. Awareness extending to all of the internal organs in the upper and lower abdomen. Dropping the awareness to the lower back, the sacrum, the tailbone, and gently, lovingly tracing the root of the spine with your awareness and the expanse of the back alongside the spine, lower, middle, and upper back. The rib cage. The rib cage encircling the heart and lungs. Filling the chest with your awareness, letting it be exactly as it is in this moment. As we fill up the entire torso, front, sides, and back with awareness, the entire torso is just resting and taking a break. Moving the awareness now to the throat, allow it to soften. The lower and the upper jaws resting. Both lips. The cheekbones. The bridge of the nose. All the way to the tip of the nose. And both nostrils. All of the muscles surrounding the eyes, the eyelids, and the eyeballs just resting. The forehead and temples smoothing out, along with all of the skin on the scalp to the base of the skull. And both ears and everything between the ears, allowing the entire head, neck, and face to be filled with your awareness and to just rest. The entire body is at rest. The head, the torso, the limbs. And with the entire body at rest, we can now free the mind to wander as we once again move our awareness to that beautiful space in the mind that is limitless. Gazing here now into this mind space. Some may see it on the back of the eyelids or at the center of the eyebrows, but just taking a moment to open your inner eye and notice and observe any colors or patterns, as fleeting as they may be in this mind space. Using the creativity of the mind, perhaps you would like to envision a little cottage in the woods. Out of the chimney comes pleasant wood smoke smell. begin to open the door of this cottage and go inside, drawing yourself up to the hearth, where a merry fire is burning, crackling, and you can find a very comfortable way to enjoy this merry fire crackling and burning. And as you make yourself comfortable in front of this fire, you can feel the warmth of it. You can see the glow of it. Feeling the warmth on your skin and looking into the fire, seeing all of the merry flames dancing. Noticing all the colors of this fire. And allowing the fire in your mind's eye to leap and dance as you draw in its warmth and you rest in this nourishing moment within your mind's eye, creating whatever you want in this room of this cottage, whatever you might be desiring. Maybe there is a person you would like to spend this moment with, sharing a simple thing like a smile or a song. Mind's eye, you might take a moment to let the fire die out a little. The flames are low. The flames become embers or coals. Your higher self in this moment. Is there anything that your higher self wants you to know? Just opening up and listening. To any messages from your higher self. As we once again return to that inner mind space, coming back into the present moment mind space, gazing at this area one more time and planting those seeds of intention once more. Calm, I am healing. Whatever it is you're working with, repeating this internally, hearing your own voice, or if it is more powerful, seeing the words themselves unfurl on that scroll of your mind. Embedding the words into those folds of the brain, letting those words ring out. And allowing them also now to fade away. As we come back into the stillness of our bodies in this moment, come back into the sensations of breathing. Beginning to leave behind the Yoga Nidra space very gently. Maybe scanning the body one more time, head to toe to fingertips, and allowing that vitality to be experienced. Feeling that the physical container is filled with spirit, with breath. And maybe now even a little bit of movement, licking the lips, swallowing. Coming back from Yoga Nidra into the room around you. Opening up your awareness to those sounds that are near, that are far. And letting yourself continue to be in the Yoga Nidra space as long as you need. Letting yourself be your authentic self throughout the rest of this day or evening. Meeting each breath with awareness, perhaps loving kindness. As we come out of the Yoga Nidra space, if it is in your practice, you could join me in a seated posture with your hands together over the midline of the body, palms pressed. And feeling the palms pressed, imagining other people feeling the palms pressed at heart center. All of our dear Waldenstroms, friends, imagining that in this moment we are connected by this breath. And I'll close our session today with the sound of one Om and 3 Shantis for peace. And you can either make those sounds or just listen in your own space, and we can send the feeling of Shanti, which means peace, as I said, out as far and as wide as our energy will carry, but also know that the Shanti is coming back to you too. So it's not a one-way street. It's a give and take. It's an open dialogue. Breathing in for Om, 3 Shantis. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I'm thanking you so much for your practice, my friends. Namaste.